Intruders! Call them down. We can escape across the roofs.
Courtyard's full of darkspawn.
That explains why Ivenci's Anton were trying to run. Ivenci's blighted?
Ivenci! Traitor!
Wait! Jacobus?
I want to use the glory and coming of
Okay, now for Ivenci.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the flight takes me!
A strange aura in the air. Something's wrong.
Wait, are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working! want. It won't end any differently. Why don't you give up?
Let's go again.
End it now. If that damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me, if you hadn't interfered,
It wouldn't have made a difference.
neither will my death. My comet could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
We just stopped the governor from poisoning people. That's a start.
I did it to protect the city.
You did it because you wanted it for yourself. You say you did all this for Treviso, Ivenci, to protect it, but you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time.
None of that. It is time to celebrate a victory.
Rook! I should have wine. We should toast you.
Ivenci is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Antom remain, though with Ivenci gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years. but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
We fought for this city. The least it can do to repay us is survive.
Treviso is stronger than Ivenci ever gave it credit for.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Yontom and the Blight. Lucanus?
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
What was it Nev said? That killing the demon in the Fade could do it?
Could. She says there are no guarantees. Besides, our circumstances are unique.
Because you and Spite were forced together?
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
And what about the other person in this equation? How does he feel about this?
He dreams of freedom. I've shared those dreams. He never chose this, Rook. Something must change.
You sound like you've still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
For all you know, Spite comes out with your knack for vanilla and nutmeg tarts.
Rook,
My point is, you don't know what will happen.
I know that Spite, a part of me, would be alone.
Spite will only be alone if he chooses to be. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.